Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I've got multi-select over here, already selected at the top over here. So I've got the check boxes where I can select multiple things. I've got things populating inside of this June 9th playlist. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna consider like the order of how I'm going to lay these songs out. I'm just gonna the songs that I look at and I feel the Lord be like, yeah, those are the ones that we need to be focusing on this week, um, or this that in the next month. Like that's I want you to select those, and I'm just gonna start clicking them here. Okay, so um, yeah, I really feel like it would be good um, for our church to be singing all of these. I'm not really very concerned with tempo or anything like that. I'm just kind of looking through these time spots and seeing, okay, is what do you want us to sing, Lord? Yeah, it is well. Okay, so I'm somehow I just selected 12 songs. I'm gonna say select, and all of them are gonna go in here. I can go ahead and click out of that. So I got 12 songs in this set list. Okay, these are the options that I have to work with, and there are some things already that I'm looking at that I'm going, okay, this might need to change. I think I picked too many fast songs. I really want to make sure that we are integrating some hymns in a really good way as well. And so, yeah, there's some issues, and clearly we're not going to have a worship set that goes this long before we do one service. What this does, though, is I already know that all of these songs would be totally fine to put in any of these four worship sets. And so what I'm going to do is I really like Battle Belongs for the beginning of this set. I'm going to click and drag Great Things, put it into the top of this set. Now I am going to have to come back over here and delete it out of this one because it just makes a copy of it anytime I pull something over. House of the Lord for that one. And then God is for us. I actually might. So I know um, that Cora, my keyboardist, I know I've done God is for us as an upbeat song on weeks that she has been involved. And so what I'm actually going to do is because I know that she can play that well, I'm going to swap these two. Okay. And that is why I like to have my people decided first, because I know she's going to play that song really well on the keyboard, right? And so I'm just kind of like considering how I like things to go. And then I can look down here as well and be like, okay, on the week that I have Carrie and Meredith, Win and Kathleen, these 2 weeks, I'm definitely going to be handing off some songs to these people. Violet as well. I could give her some stuff to lead as well. But I know what songs they sing well, and so um, I know that Kathleen singing "Yet Not I" is one of my favorite things, and so I'm going to move that song over there. I'm going to move "Goodness of God" to the week that Carrie and Meredith are leading, because last time I had Meredith lead "Goodness of God," it went really well. Now I will say, see, it's in A flat. We already talked about that earlier. Um, there's not a good key in here for her. I'm gonna switch it to A right here because that's a good key for her, and I'm gonna put Mare lead. Okay, so I've got my note in there as well. So once I hit the worship set over here, there'll be a note next to that song that says Mare leads that one, right? And so I'm telling people even now who's doing what in which worship sets. Let's see. He Will Hold Me Fast and Son of Suffering are two newer songs. Um, I actually want He Will Hold Me Fast to be on this week. I want it to be after the sermon. It's one of my favorite songs to end a service with. I'll do Son of Suffering after the sermon over here. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one less song here. I'm going to move Nothing to the Blood. We typically do communion at the end of the month, and so we haven't necessarily nailed down that date. It'll be either one of these weeks, but I know that I can move Nothing But the Blood over there, and it's going to work, even if we don't do communion. Okay, so Battle Belongs, Living Hope, Cornerstone. Okay, so I like that I'm flipping these two because Cornerstone, we can do it more upbeat than Living Hope. And so this has a nice big upbeat song, two songs in the same key that both have to do with the cross in the middle. I love that. It Is Well With My Soul, traditional hymn, and a key and a good key for the congregation. Yeah, this is a good set. This one is done. And I know that this whole band can do that. And I might even reach out to Violet and see. I'd like to keep these two in those keys. And so I probably won't change those. But I'll see if Violet can lead this song. I don't know if I've got it in a key. I don't know what key she needs it in. And so I'll ask her about leading that one. And then once I find it out, I'll add a new key for it. Make sure I've got a note on there as well. Okay, so we've got a full song set selected in June, on June 9th, and we're pretty close. We've got 3 songs here, 2 songs here, and 2 songs here.